I mean, obviously you've talked about political tools. One of them to then be able to instill fear is now when you see the deploying of so many police officers, 1,000 at a go for registered voters of 74,000. Yeah. Is that not what we're looking for?
Yes.
Looking at in All Kalau. The IEBC said yesterday that because the run-up to this, Fanya, Mambo, is that there was a lot of activity in All Kalau. There were people who would be seen to be getting a little bit of something that would, flavor their votes a little bit. But IEBC Commissioner Ann Derrito said yesterday that citizens do not lose their rights to development simply because there is an election. You cannot suspend development during an election period. She also said that not every handout during campaign is bribery. So I am at a pains to understand how you decipher between what is bribery and what is a handout. I think I've been asking this question for a week because according to the IEBC, they seem to know that not all of it is. So then how would you know which is so that you can do something about it from a legal point of view?
IEBC is an appendage of State House. Mm-hmm. Full stop.
Oh, okay.
What they are doing with instructions from elsewhere, not from where they are supposed to be doing it from. Tell me why we have mattresses branded GOK being given only in All Kalau constituency. I mean, we have so many hospitals that don't have mattresses. In where they came from, Mbere, just the other day, Mbere had gone on a demonstration because Ishiara Hospital did not have adequate mattresses. In fact, theirs were cockroach infested. And when people went on demonstration, what did the government do? They shot 2 of them. They killed them for demonstrating and saying Ishiara Hospital doesn't have mattresses. Then all of a sudden, they're able to get mattresses to come and give to the people of Mbere. I saw them pick transformers. And we were told by their MP and others that those transformers have gone for maintenance. And I agree. I actually cannot compete with them. I think Kenya Power has come up with a very serious plant in All Kalau for transformer maintenance so that conveniently only the transformers from Mbere would, fall short of delivery, and therefore they are all carried for routine maintenance, and that maintenance only happens in All Kalau, and it only happens during elections, and we have accepted with them and we believe them, and they are speaking the truth. Efekon should be thoroughly ashamed of himself when he comes and sees a member of parliament from UDA saying that leo peke yake nimepeana 1.2 million shillings to you people of All Kalau, so that you can vote for the UDA candidate. And that does not amount to anything. They file him 2.5 million. In true sense, what should have happened is that the UDA candidate should have been disbarred from this election. Because it was an admission first on the person who gave the bribes. And 2, they even say they gave it on behalf of the UDA candidate. And 3, IEBC actually finds him guilty and fines him 2.5 million payable within 48 hours. So if someone is totally guilty of bribing 1.2 million shillings, they admit, then IEBC fines them 2.5 million. It follows, therefore, that that candidate is guilty of a malpractice called voter bribery, and that candidate should not be on the ballot. It is that simple. Then we are left with 8. So
why is it difficult?
Because has failed.
It's clear what you're saying. I mean, anybody would be able to figure that out. But why is there? We can almost close to calling it a distaste to then actually say, look here, what you are doing here, even if it borders, even if it is just at the border for it to be called bribery, or if it is just at the border for it to be called misconduct, why does there seem to be a distaste to actually saying, let's do something about it? You'd sooner arrest somebody else who was jaywalking in the city.
As I told you, it's like what they did to Rigathi Gachagua. Your rights have been abused. Your rights have been trampled on, but we are giving you a bribe of 50 million shillings because your rights were abused. I mean, how do you come and tell someone that actually you are guilty of bribing? You're guilty of bribing on behalf of UDA. You're guilty of bribing on behalf of the old UDA candidate. You have given 1.2 million on behalf of UDA. We have actually found you guilty and we have fined you 2.5 million, but the UDA candidate will continue to be on the ballot. Efekon has got no ethics. That's how it goes. And what we are seeing is an IEBC that has proven to us way beforehand that they are incapable of giving us a free and fair election next year. In Kasipul Kabondo, people died, literally. There is no free and fair election when people are dying. Panyako, Malava, people died. You know, how bad does it get to when you see a goon from Kayole, that fat guy who was beaten up completely and stripped naked and so on and so forth, and he admits he was brought by who? He says who brought them, he said what they were doing, he said everything, but we continued. And IEBC actually announced the candidate as a winner as long as that candidate is a government.